everybody! I'm finally back for a new video. It's been such a long time since I've been able to film a video. We've had a lot of unexpected life changes happen, and that's a little bit of what I want to talk about today because it ties into why I'm so thankful for VIPKID and why I just think it's such a perfect job for me and maybe for you as well. So if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, this is going to be a little bit different than normal. Usually my videos are very informative. They're about getting you through, particularly for my referrals, getting you through the application process, the interview process, and then helping all of you teachers to be more successful in the classroom. Today I want to, it's not going to be informative so much about teaching practices, but I just want to talk about why I am so thankful for VIPKID and talk specifically about what kind of money I've made since starting. So I just recently signed my second contract that goes in 6-month contracts. So I wanted to film this video back when I first signed my second contract, but that coincided with a bunch of changes that happened unexpectedly for our family, and so I want to talk a little bit about that. So I signed my second contract back at the 1st of April. So right about the time that that happened, my husband very unexpectedly lost his job. And so within just a few weeks, we had moved in with my parents, and that's where we still are. So I packed up my map and took my classroom with me, and I have just been so thankful to have VIPKID because I took a couple weeks off there when we suddenly had to pack up the house, but other than that, I mean, it was just business as usual. I just kept teaching, and I've increased my hours since that happened just due to finances. I've been wanting to work a little bit more. I've had the ability to since we're staying with family right now. And so it was just such a blessing to us that I already had that. I'm so thankful that I already had VIPKID. And so with that, it's really great to, even if right now you're thinking maybe you only want to do a few hours a week, it's honestly a nice thing to have in your back pocket in case, life happens and something changes and you need to have that extra money, you need to have those extra hours, and you can just open your schedule up. So I was able to go from working about 18 hours a week before to now I'm working about 25 hours a week, and I was able to make that jump super seamlessly. I already have a good base of students, and within a couple of weeks of having that new schedule, I had all those slots filling. So I was really fortunate in that. So I would just encourage you, if you're feeling like maybe I don't want to spend that much time doing it right now, just do however much you want. And it's so great to have it if you maybe have some time off from work, or if something happens, you have the ability to work more and really make a lot of money through it. So super awesome with that. We also, when this unexpected change happened, my husband was hired on for VIPKID as well. So he got to be one of my referrals. So we got that referral bonus. So that was a nice little perk. But he signed up and he was able to get hired really quickly. In like a week, he did his whole application process. So that was awesome. And now he has been teaching. So he is building that base of regulars. He's starting to get more bookings. And so it's just been such a great thing for us that he was able to jump straight into that. And now both of us are able to be teaching while we kind of figure out what our next steps are and what we're going to do. For him, he is a PhD student as well. And so there's a lot of logistics to think about as far as what we're going to do, for full-time employment for him moving forward. And so this has just been a great opportunity for us to keep working and just to help us transition through this time. And so yeah, I'm so thankful for it. It's such a great opportunity. So just to give you an update about how I'm feeling about the job itself, I really love it, and I really love it more than I did when I started. I was nervous to start. I didn't think I was going to be super natural at it. But I really do enjoy it. There are mornings where I am sleepy and I don't really feel like being awake, but on the whole, I have a lot of really great regulars who I love. To me, that makes a big difference. I love teaching the same student for the most part. But that really means a lot to me to be able to see their growth as they continue. So I've just really enjoyed getting to know a lot of these kids. And on the whole, I really enjoy the teaching. It's not difficult. I don't spend a lot of time prepping. It's not super time consuming or stressful. It's not stressful at all. I felt stressed at the beginning because I would get nervous about class, but that leaves within a couple weeks of teaching. And now it's fun and it's enjoyable. So now let's talk money. I have my computer here to look at actual numbers of what I've made, just to give you an idea of what a real person. So for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom of a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. When I started, they were 3 and 1. And so this is, very much part-time thing. I'm not working all night or anything. I'm not doing anything crazy, but I've still been able to really make a substantial amount. So I want to walk you through each month from when I started. Again, I wanted to do this when I finished my first contract, just to look at the growth over the first contract, but we'll do that and these last couple months in my second contract as I've changed my hours as well. So I started back in October, or the very end of September, so I didn't teach until October. So my first month, October, I made a total of $411.50. And so that was just with teaching classes and I had 3 new students sign up because I was teaching trial classes. So that's a great way to get a little bit of extra if you're teaching trial classes. I don't teach a whole lot anymore. I don't teach a whole lot of trial classes, but if your trial student signs up for VIPKID after your class, then you get that $5 incentive. So $411.50 was just classes plus 3 trial students signing up, so $15 extra. The following month, so just my second month teaching, I went from $411 to my second month $1,584 for the month. So that was due to increasing my hours some. I felt more comfortable opening more hours and just more consistent bookings. So by the month of November, my schedule was pretty much fully booked. And so, went from, I had over $1,000 increase in what I made. And so with that was only with teaching and just the regular incentives for participation. You get $1 extra for participation and $1 extra for teaching a certain number of classes per month. So that's just with normal stuff. Plus I did receive a $64 incentive that month. They offer different incentives for opening peak time slots, so I did get $64 worth from that. So second month, $1,584. Month number 3, December, I made $1,205. I drew back a little bit on the hours I was working. In the month of November, my second month, I pushed myself to work as much as I could. And it was really helpful to do that because I found out what my limits were. At first, I was really working less than I could have. The month of October, I was being sort of safe and I wasn't working as much as I could have. November, I worked as much as I possibly could and I found out that it was too much. And so I was working 7 days a week and that wasn't sustainable. So I suggest that as you're starting, give yourself a month or a few weeks at least just to try out pushing yourself, and then you can pull back into a good rhythm. So that's what I found in December. I found that I could get a good rhythm. That was with teaching, with some incentives for probably working during holiday times. I did get $60 incentive and I had 1 new student sign up, so I got an extra $5. Going into January, month number 4, I made $958 because I took time off. So in January, we traveled to see family. And then my husband also had to travel for school. He had to go up for a class for his PhD program. And so I spent another week with my family while he was gone. So I took, I believe, 2 full weeks off that month. So we were still, it was at least 1 week, if not 2 weeks. So that's why that number dropped a little bit, but I was still able to make almost $1,000 taking 1 to 2 weeks off with no trouble. So that was January. February, I made $1,162, and that was just teaching. There were no incentives, no new signups, just teaching, $1,162. March was the final month of my first contract, and in March I made $1,466, and that was with regular teaching plus a $100 referral bonus for having a new teacher sign up, and a $30, I think they were doing an incentive for referring, and so I did get an extra $30 on top of that. And that concluded my first 6-month contract. So the total for my whole first contract was $6,786.50. So that was when I was first starting out. That was very part-time, working anywhere from, I think the first few weeks I only worked maybe 10 hours a week, up to the most I worked during that contract was about 20 hours. So it's really great. I feel like I didn't have to pay any childcare during that time. You know, I only would teach when my husband was home, you know, before he would go to work in the morning. So there were no childcare costs. There was no time really away from my family, except maybe, you know, a couple hours in the morning when the kids first got up. So to me, it's pretty much the best that you can find the money for the time. So moving on to contract number 2 so far. So for the month of April was when we moved, and so I took 2 full weeks off when we were moving. But I still was able to make $960 with only working, you know, barely over half the month. And that was with teaching plus one referral bonus, so an extra $100 from that. And now in the month of May, which today is May 24th that I'm filming this, so far in the month of May, I have made $1,262, and I'm working a little bit less than normal this week because my husband is traveling for classes again, and so I'm just cutting back a little bit to be with the kids more. So yeah, but the month isn't even over yet, and I've already made $1,262. So financially, to me, I've worked, you know, several part-time kind of like work from home jobs. I've tried selling things, you know, I've tried doing different things. And I just think that this is such a golden opportunity if you are trying to make money from home, especially for those of you who are moms like I am, wanting to find something that works with your schedule. I know a lot of homeschool moms who do this, you know, before they start on their school day with their kids. If your husband has a schedule where he doesn't have to be in to work until 9 o'clock, that's what the first 6 months of me doing this, that's what my husband's schedule was. He would work 9 to 5. And so, I mean, that was a good chunk of hours that I could do in the mornings before he left for work. So it's really awesome. I love it. I definitely recommend it for you all. And it really is just such a great thing to have in your back pocket, to be able to make that extra money, even if it's just, you know, if you're a teacher full-time and then Christmas time comes and you can pick up these hours, you know, during the holiday where you're not at school, and you can make that extra Christmas money, you know, it's super flexible. So I definitely recommend it. I would love to help you get started. If this interests you and you want to find out more, I'll include my email address below. Please email me and I would love to answer all your questions. If you are considering getting started with VIPKID, I do coach people through the process. I have a hiring guidebook that I've put together to help walk you through each step, and I'm just happy to practice with you, do whatever you need as you walk through the application and the interview process. I also have some resources for you when you start teaching, and so that will help just get you off the ground, and I will continue to provide that coaching as you are getting started teaching. So please do reach out to me through email if you're interested in that. I'll also include the link to the application to sign up as one of my personal referrals, which will give you access to the hiring handbook. So make sure to use that link if you want to take advantage of that. So I look forward to hearing from you. I hope that I will have some more informative videos coming your way very soon now that we have our feet under us a little bit more again. So thank you for your patience while we have been going through all of this. I've been thankful to get some comments from people and new subscribers during this time that I've been away. And so I'm just really excited to regroup and start coming with some more great teaching resources for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.